I'm sorry. All right, what's up, Rearview crew? We're back with Peacemaker Season 2, Episode 5. And this episode is a bit of a slow burn, but stick with me. We're going places. So it does start off with Hardcore and Rick Flag Sr. at the funeral of Rick Flag Jr., where he's asking what happened. What's going on? How did my son die? He knows that Hardcore knows, but Hardcore is refusing to tell him. But what she does say is, who did this is going to pay. She stands on that. She's like, I'm going to get this motherfucker, man. So then we go to present day. Present day, like we talked about the last episode, Hardcore is setting up Chris so that Rick Flag can get his hands on him. But it wasn't conventional, though. So what I had thought was it was just going to be like a kidnapping, basically. Like they would, make him relinquish himself to Argus, and then that would be it. Turns out it was an assassination attempt. He had Judo Master and another one of the Argus agents on top of the roof. He had Bordeaux there. He had Fleury there. Economos. I think Economos is there as well. If I'm wrong, I mean, it's not a huge part at that point. What's a huge part is it being an assassination attempt. We do get Bordeaux, seeing that she's half cyborg. She locks in on him, and she's about to take the killing shot. But Hardcore jets, ends up taking Chris down, beats the shit out of him, and reprimands him to Argus, and pretty much he's arrested, he's detained, and they take him into custody. When this happens and he goes into custody, Rick Flag Sr., he seizes the opportunity by getting right to it, going into the interrogation room, and he begins to assault Chris. While this is happening, he's trying to make Chris mad to fight him back. Chris actually shows that he is remorseful, and he actually liked Rick Flag Sr. It was just a part of Rick Flag Jr., but it was just a part of his job, and everything was convoluted. Had he been able to go back and not do what he did, Chris wouldn't have done this twice. So it's not a thing where it's like Peacemaker made the right decision for himself and he doesn't have any regrets. It's the exact opposite. He feels a lot of remorse, and he's very regretful about what happened, because it's something that he knows now, with kind of getting to that point of knowing his purpose, which has been essential this entire season. He knows that what he did wasn't right, and he's been dealing with that. And that plus Hardcore beating him up and telling him at the park, I do not have feelings for you, Chris. Like, that moment that we shared on that boat was just that. It was a moment. I hate that it happened. I wish that it never happened. I don't like you in that way. And that tears Chris down, because he's seen what love looks like with Hardcore in his universe and in universe 2. But being in universe 2 and actually being able to experience that, and it feels like, it's wanted versus a mistake. It drives him to make a rash decision. But before we get to that decision, Saint Redfire, or Red Saint Fire, Michael Rooker's character, he is tracking Eagly, as we talked about, and he tries to feed Eagly a dead mouse, which he injects with the poison. Eagly doesn't fall for it, but a coyote takes it, and the coyote, after he eats the mouse, he starts vomiting like instantly, foaming at the mouth, and he ends up dying. It's a good thing Eagly didn't eat the rat. But there is an eagle, who we presume to be Eagly, flying above. So Red Saint Fire or Saint Redfire, I'm sorry, y'all, Michael Rooker, he aims the gun up there to take out Eagly, and he succeeds, man. He shot our damn bird. Eagly comes crashing down to the ground. He goes over there to check to make sure that he got Eagly, and it turns out that wasn't fucking Eagly, man. Y'all know our dog ain't going out like that. The fuck is wrong with y'all, man? So it turns out Eagly got a posse. He runs shit around that motherfucking forest. A whole bunch of bald eagles, Black Eagles, Falcons, all types of shit start coming out the woodworks and start tearing that motherfucker up. Turns out Eagly is the prime eagle after all. Red St. Fire knew what the fuck he was talking about. He wasn't making shit up. There really is a bald eagle that runs shit around this motherfucker with mythical powers. And it turns out that bird has been Eagly this entire time. Shout out to Michael Rooker for being right. That was dope. But yeah, Eagly, he summoned the rest of them Eagles and was like, man, handle my light work, man. Handle my light work. I'm sick of this motherfucker, man. Get rid of this guy. So they end up he ends up killing him. Chris does get pulled out of jail because he flags the arrest, basically saying that he booked him. Once he got booked, he had to get released. I'm not too sure on the particulars of that, but that is how it was explained. It didn't go that much in depth about it. But with that going on, him getting his ass whooped, him being blamed for the murder, which of course he did, but him being like, like the reason why people are mad at him being the reason why Harcourt doesn't have a job, and her saying that she never loved him in the first place and that moment didn't mean anything to him. Anything to her. It's like, what the fuck am I here for? Like, why would I spend my time here when I'm not wanted? So fuck this, I'm leaving. He takes the QUC, the actual machine, and he decides to get the fuck out of Dodge. But while he's doing this, he doesn't notice that Judo Master is tracking him. Judo Master writes a note down. Chris writes a note down first, and then Judo Master writes a note down second, basically saying that he's trailing Chris so that they would know that, they're both in that portal. When he gets there, the moment he's there, he goes to his dad's house, and the top trio go out and take down a kaiju. So in this universe, just like we seen in the Superman movie, they're fighting kaiju, and it's dope, man. I like it for sure. The top trio look good together, flying in the air with their faithful companion Eagly joining the fray. But it was definitely pretty cool to see all of them together. He goes to Argus, finds Amelia Harcourt, and right when they're about to kiss, the episode ends. We do get a part in there where she finds the note that he left behind, letting them know that he wasn't coming back, and to make sure that he kept the band together. Like, they fought hard and just, but they not going out like that, man. They not going out like that. Once she tells the 11th Street kids what happened, of course, Adrian, or Vigilante, he breaks down. He's crying because he's gonna miss his best friend, even though he's like number 3 on Chris. Probably number 4 on Chris's list. He still loves him, man, and he's gonna miss him. So it is decided that they're gonna go save his ass, though, which of course Adrian is down. And I just can't wait to see what happens in the next episode. We're getting closer and closer to realizing how this leads to Man of Tomorrow, and with it, all these Earths coming into play, man. Like, fuck, am I the only one that's excited? I mean, like, who's with me? You feel me? Damn, it's gonna be a good season, man. 5 episodes in, meaning we got 3 left, y'all. 3 left. Let's get some predictions in the comment section. See what y'all thought about last night's episode, man. I loved it. Definitely, like I said, it was a slow burn, but that's what we need. We got to set the tone, But, yeah, like every other episode that we do and every other movie, we're going to leave this one in the review.